Welcome to your New Beginnings 12-week challenge. I'm Deanna Blegg and I'm here to help you on the way. So week one is baseline, and baseline is just to see where you're at the moment, just to get a reading. Everyone's going to be different and that's okay. What I really want you to focus on, and remember when you're doing these exercises, is to get your form right. There's no use doing half a job. Get your form right, and that in turn will increase your strength over a period of time. The first one is called the burpee. It's really important to get a burpee right. So start with your feet hip distance apart, place your hands next to your feet on the ground in a crouching position. Once you're in the tuck position, I want you to throw your legs back, keep your body tight, your core engaged and nice and stiff like a plank. The next step is to do a push-up. If you're feeling strong, do a complete push-up without putting your knees on the ground. And if you're not quite used to doing push-ups, drop your knees to the ground and then bring your chest to the ground. It's really important you keep your core engaged here and don't let your bum go up in the air or your body sag. And take your chest to the ground. Once you've done your push-up, jump your knees forward into the tuck position, and from there it's all easy. Just jump up into the air and clap your hands if you like. So there's a few variations for the burpee. If you've got sore knees or known to have a bit of a sore back, you can use a bench, a Reebok step or something that you can adjust the height on. The technique's the same, but instead of putting your hands on the ground, you pop your hands on the bench and then you kick out, do your push-up, back in again and up. It's really important when you do burpees that you come down into a nice tuck. A lot of people just fold through the centre and you don't get the energy through your legs that way. Another common mistake is when people go into the push-up position, they let their hips sag or they let their bottom go up in the air too much. It can be quite common doing this exercise that you may become quite breathless or dizzy. In this case, just stop, get your breath back, get steady again and then continue. To do a squat correctly, start with your feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out, standing up nice and straight. Engage your core and then drop your butt down to the ground. It's really important you keep your weight in your heels and try not to tip your body forward. You want to have your back up and straight as you can. A common mistake is to roll forward onto your toes, and that disperses your body weight forward too. And another is it's really important to keep your knees over your toes. A lot of people, their knees may go in or go out, but that can cause injury through your knees. So just keep your knees travelling over your toes at all times. Before you do a squat, take a deep breath in, go down into the squat position, and as you come up, you can breathe out and repeat. There's many variations for a push-up, and it's really important that you find the variation that suits you. It's no use doing a full push-up and then only taking your chest halfway down to the ground. You're not really achieving much. You'd be better off doing a push-up from your knees. So to do a push-up correctly, it's really important to have your core engaged and your body nice and rigid and strong like a plank. From there, looking forward, drop your chest down to the ground. A lot of people tend to drop their chin down or stick their butt up. Doing that could result in an injury. Once again, really important to focus on your technique here. When you find your hips dropping to the ground or your butt sticking up in the air, just stop there. Renegade rows. For Renegade rows, start with a nice light weight. It's really important to do the correct form first, and then after that you can increase intensity. Starting position is push-up position, but make your feet a little wider. It helps keep your balance when you do the row. Once again, it's important to keep your core locked, nice and straight, rigid like a plank. From there, starting with either your right or left hand, keeping your elbow tucked in close to your body, lifting the weight up to your chest, and then dropping it back down again. And then repeat on the opposite side. Once again, make sure your hips don't drop to the ground or your butt doesn't stick up in the air. Another thing to look out for when you're doing these is when you've lifted your weight up to your chest, try not to get too much twist through your core. So you want to keep your chest parallel to the floor. With the crunches, we've got a few variations, and it's really important you find something that's comfortable for you. Firstly, lying on your back, with your feet firmly planted on the ground, hands across your chest. From this position, slowly curl your body forward, no jerking, no sudden movements and no yanking on your neck. From this position, slowly roll your body forward and bring your elbows up to your knees. Once again, slowly roll back. When you're doing this exercise, really focus on a squeeze through your midsection, like you're trying to bring your chest to your pelvis. Once again, avoid jerking. If you find your feet are coming off the ground, push your legs out further. If you're finding this too difficult, just place your feet flat on the floor, have your knees bent. Start off with your hands on your thighs and slowly roll forward so your hands travel to your knees. Feel the crunch there and then lie back down again slowly. To do a plank, place your elbows on the ground, shoulder width apart and hands in prayer position. I like to start with my knees on the ground first, just to get my body all set. Then from there I engage my core. And by saying that, I mean really switch on all my abdominal area, nice and strong, lift my knees up so I'm in a nice rigid position. It's really important also to squeeze your butt in this, so you're not just relying totally on your abs, your butt can really help as well. When doing the plank, stay focused on keeping your body nice and tight and avoiding your hips dropping or your butt sticking up in the air. A different variation of this is, once again, starting in the same way, but just leaving your knees on the ground. Once again, focusing on keeping your butt tight, abdominals squeezed, and your shoulders nice and relaxed. Sometimes when I do the plank, I find myself holding my breath, and that's pretty common, so focus on nice slow breath in and out and just keeping a nice rhythm. Much easier. The baseline has 6 different exercises, and what I want you to do is do these exercises until you can't do it anymore or until your form falters, so you're not doing them right. When you finish, keep a track of everything you've done, take a photo of it as well, just for backup, because we'll be testing you again at week 6 and week 12, and you can compare how much you've improved over that time. Also do it every day if you like, have your friends join in, you can use it as a base workout for the week. Thanks for joining me and have a great time.